Namaste, everyone. Hi, and welcome to this channel. Welcome to a place where you can feel heard and seen and appreciated for who you are. It is not easy. These couple of days with the energy, feeling in the energy temperature, it's truly very sharp and cutting and direct. And if you're an empath, you've probably felt this 10 times more intense than what a normal people or average will even feel. Not to say that anyone is less than, but empaths has the ability to pick up more faster of what is happening in their surroundings. That's why an empath always goes into a room or a situation, and the first thing that they want to do is to restore the balance because they feel so uncomfortable, and they can find who's causing most trouble in the room, not by choice, by instinct of that is the problem, we need to fix this so that everything in here can be okay. That's kind of what an empath does, consciously or subconsciously. It can happen automatically. It depends on how conscious you are of these traits in you. Usually that is how empaths work. And by reading these energies now, it's been quite like I'm feeling right now, looking around. It's a lot of distractions, disturbance, and very harshly energies of one energy is leveling up and the other energy feels like they have to pay what they have enjoyed in the time of these people suffering that are leveling up. So it's like two different scales moving into different directions. And then empaths are right there in the middle, feeling both of them. So sometimes, as we can feel when we've been attacked, we can have thoughts and feelings that other people are forcing us to think, to perceive, to be. And to stay center, to have that ability to keep staying center and to stay in your truth is so difficult when you're being imposed or being controlled by others that want you to think, to see their narrative, to live their narrative. And that's not how you are built. So don't ever let anyone discourage you. Whatever you're meant to do, whatever you are meant to deliver to this world, keep on delivering that. And don't let anyone or any group of people, because usually they will come at you more because that kind of energy is kind of weak by itself, so it needs to be more. And that alone should tell you how powerful you are, that you're actually doing something. So if you're doing something and you know that it's for the greatest good for everyone, and you are being met with resistance, know that that resistance is not only training you, but also you should thank it because it's confirming that you are doing something different. You're doing something that is terrifying others. Maybe when they had the chance, they didn't do it. So they stand in the vibration of envy. Or They've always seen your power, but they never wanted you to recognize it. And the second that you recognize it is the second that they get terrified, because they completely lose control. But know this, everything is divine. Everything is divine. You're not struggling. You're not a victim. You're not weak. There's nothing wrong happening to you. This is a blessing. It is a blessing for you to find out who you are and how strong you are. By hearing these thoughts, by not accepting them as your own, by standing in your true power, by going inwards constantly. Don't look for outside validation. If you look outside, you'll lose yourself. Look to find within. And what other people do and what they say and how they will cause friction, whatever they will use, even if they use black magic, whatever they do, there's a cause and effect, okay? So you don't have to worry. Some people worry and they're afraid that they will be harmed. You cannot be harmed when spirit has your back. I mean, when you walk out into the street, of course, you need to look left and right. Is there a car? That's normal. But otherwise, more than that, you don't have to be overcautious as thinking, having that cautious that is being so overly scared that maybe it will show up a car over there. Maybe this, relax, relax and trust. As long as you're moving forward in one direction, don't listen to what people around you are saying, because people can use your words and try to change them and make them to their own, but they're truly not understanding what you're saying. Because when you speak and you are an intuitive, whatever, I think someone here is a person that channels, because I feel very much drawn to talk about this. When you elevate yourself, when you're an empath and you're just awakening, and it's not like you've done something to get there or this is like that. No, this is lifetimes after lifetimes what you have decided to open up. So consciousness, because everything is consciousness and energy, it doesn't pick this one, not this one, this one. No, consciousness is open to everyone. So if you have that divine gift, that consciousness sees you and uses you as a channel, you've been blessed. This is a blessing, because that is saying that your consciousness is open. You're open to shift, to change, to renew yourself, to expand, to become more of yourself. And when you do this, trust me, people around you will freak out. This will terrify them because, one, this will acknowledge that they've not done the work. But this is what you're meant to do. So as you're standing there and all of these people around are looking at you, they're meant to look, they're meant to learn something from you. In the moment, they don't feel like that, because there's this low vibrational envy and that should have been me. That there is no that should have been me. What is meant for you will be there for you. What you choose, when consciousness picks you and says, yes, we can expand you. Are you willing? This is when you stand and say yes or no. You still have a choice. You see, when you talk to angels, they don't say, we're just going to appear to you. No. Are you willing to create this communication? Are you willing to practice this every day, to connect every day? You know, like every relationship, you have to work on them every day. And see, people that have not done the work, they just want to know, how's the shortcut? How can I get that? How can I say those words? But it's not about saying the words. It's beyond words. It's more of a frequency that one's carried. It's about the consciousness that is being expressed in this moment. This is what you're hearing right now. This is what's being exchanged. There's something inside of you that wants to expand. Or if someone is watching and they are being negatively, they're supposed to learn to see something that could have been you, but you chose not. There's always a lesson. There is never a punishment. Creator doesn't punish. We punish by choosing to not love ourselves, to beat ourselves down, to not trust our abilities, to give away our power to someone else, because all of that is punishing us. God doesn't punish you. Creator, source. No, it gives you resources. It gives you everything that you need and that you want. But are you willing to be devoted? See, this is the question. Many are not. No, I want to lust. I want to do this. I want to indulge into exaggerating. I want to gossip too much. That is just low vibration. You cannot be more conscious. You cannot advance when you want to cut someone down. If you see someone succeeding, you should be happy for them. Even if it's not happening to you and you know that you're worth it, when you're happy for someone else, the source sees you and knows that you're one that will be worthy. But another person that cuts someone down, they're truly cutting themselves down. You see, this is what one forgets all the time, that we are all one and the same. It's just different levels. But the higher you climb, the less people there are. There's not many people there. So when you're standing there, you're kind of alone and you feel kind of alone. It's not a bad thing, because not many are there to understand it. They're not. They're not ready to receive. There is a lot of inner work that they haven't done. It's just a facade. It's just an appearance. And there's no work inside. There's no ownership of, I'm doing wrong in this, and I'm trying to do better in that, and I'm expanding in this. It's just, I trust what they're saying. I'm not going with my intuition. I'm just going to trust what they're saying. The words are beautiful, like they're almost perfect, but it's empty. It's an empty shell. The action doesn't match the words. The words sounds good, but the action behind it, everyone's looking sick. Oh, everyone gets so healthy here. We have, and it's like the most beautiful speech. And then you open the door and all of the energies in there are sick. And you're looking and going, this doesn't make sense here. I'm speaking quite a lot in metaphors, but however it will fill into your day-to-day life, just try to understand what we are trying to convey to you. Is to not focus on these lower vibrations. They're supposed to learn something, to focus on your journey, to move ahead every day, and to not let anyone or anything second guess yourself. Because if they were up there with you, right now, do you truly think that they will speak like that to you? Confuse you? Give you less than what you deserve? No. They will stand there just as I'm standing here with you. And I'm telling you, I love you. I love you for who you are. You're amazing. Don't listen to nobody. You know your intuition. You know what to do. You need to start to lead. Lead yourself and all of your cells inside of you. Lead yourself with a firm hand filled with love. And trust that everyone that is listening to you will hear your heart. Just like I am looking into your soul as you're looking into my soul. And I'm telling you, you are more than you can ever imagine. You have the ability to heal yourself from the cellular level. You can clear your thoughts. You can speak to your cells. You can expand your consciousness. You can allow a connection to form in higher realms of consciousness. It is all about how open and willing you are. And you being here, there is a willingness. There is something that spirit wants you to know. Don't let outside confuse you. The outside is mirroring what is happening in the world now. Look at the incidents today. I was in a conversation where they were talking about news, and I'm not so interested in news. I don't watch news, to be honest. But there's been a lot of meditations, practices to send to Iran and what they have been going through there. And if you're not familiar with it, there's a police officer who beat this lady for not wearing her hijab correctly. Beat her so bad that she ended up in coma and she died. Just think about that for a second as a reflector to how our society is looking. So the one that's supposed to stand there and stand the ground of being a good representation of protecting the people, a man is beating a woman until she dies. What is that representing when we're looking? And my heart goes out to those in their family, in their society, everyone there that is doing, that has died for that cause, that has gone through this hardship. Everyone in that country that is actually standing up, it is an honor for you to do that. Not just for yourself, but to just prove this point of what is going on. We do not need this reality. This reality is dead, it's gone. We can dream another dream that doesn't look like this. Because this is all a byproduct of the ego. We do not need this reality. The ego was good. Some say you should be best friends with your ego. And some say, no, you should not like the ego because it's resisting you. We say, you should like the ego because without the ego, this wouldn't have been. So we should thank the ego. But here's the thing. There comes a time when the ego is not needed. And this is the time. Because egos and egos fight. That's what they do. That's how they connect. It's just a fight. But souls don't fight. We talk to each other from heart to heart. So the ego needs to be tamed. It needs to listen. You need to ride it. You need to leash it. Whatever metaphor you like to use for it, it needs to be railed back and understood that it has done its service and now it's time to go. See, but some egos just love to play so much. I mean, they love this, so they don't want to go. And here resistance is being created. And we all have our patterns, ancestor patterns of this ego doing just these patterns without even some people wanting to act like that, as a defense mechanism within themselves that is just clicking on. So to recognize that, to trying to change without force, with a calm and steady hand of understanding that sometimes you just need to know when to let go. There's a period of time when it is needed, and there's a period of time when the service is being thanked for and it is being released. So don't feel bad about yourself. And we apologize that the energies are so rough and the way that we're speaking, because these couple of days we couldn't even make a recording. I mean, the energies they were so harsh that just we were walking in the house and we were speaking loudly just to hear it, how it sounds. And it sounded like very, very mean and harsh. And we are definitely not mean and harsh. So we do understand that the energies that were interfering it was kind of scary that energy is actually surrounding you somewhere in the world. because we can feel it together, you know, and others will not understand how empaths are feeling about this, how difficult it is to be so receptive to these energies and how it affects us, because they're closed, and so it's easier for them to judge it because they don't understand it. It's so unfamiliar to them. But I want you to know, when you are here in this channel, and if you haven't liked this channel, please give it a like and a thumbs up, because it helps these videos. We appreciate that a lot. Not that we ask it, because we want you to have your free will. I mean, that's the most amazing thing that we have as souls in this flesh suit body, to be able to have a free will. So we would love it if you'll use your free will for that, to expand this, because we do want to expand with you all. We love you all so much, so much. And we're so grateful to be here. And if I could do a recording, I would do it every day, every hour. It wouldn't matter, because truly it is an honor to be at service of reminding you how amazing you are, and that you're not alone, and that you need to keep on going, and that all is well. All of this is just training you to become what you need to become to help the world ascend. So in a beautiful higher scale, we're helping each other. But it's also important to not be so naive and not realize what is happening around, because this is also in the reality, and it's important for us to see that. So to be able to float freely, but at the same time stay grounded, because we're here to have a human experience. It's important to come back and stay grounded. So we hope that that message helps you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. This video was very long now. If you want to click here, you can stop watching, but we are doing these angel messages just to fill out the energy and what you need to know and what you need to do. So let's just clear the air. Watch your ears. We ask Spirit to clear the energies around, to bring forth positive energy. Let there be positive energy. And let's see, what does the viewer need to see and what do they need to know? What does the viewer need to see and know? Thank you, Spirit. You reap what you have sown. See? Do you see this? Do you understand that all of that hardship, all of that resistance, all of that just hating on you for no reason really has nothing to do with you at all? You are blessed. Everything that you've worked on, everything that you've put your time into, no matter what it is, if it's being more healthy, if it is praying more, meditating, stretching, walking, whatever you've put forward, closing out old cycles, toxic relationship, you are being rewarded. The rewards are pouring in now. Your manifestation is happening. You don't have to push it. You just need to relax and trust that it is coming to you. It is deserving. Say the affirmation, I deserve everything and all blessings that are coming forth to me. I deserve all of these blessings. I deserve these blessings. Yes, you